Welcome to the Phoenix Domus Fire Extinguisher Training. The objectives of this training are to understand the combustion process in different fire classes, understand fire extinguisher types and operating procedures, and understand basic firefighting concepts such as race and pass. In order to successfully complete this training, you will have to watch this training video and take a quiz once completed. You will then turn that quiz into your immediate supervisor, and your supervisor will document your training as completed. The combustion process for fire is you need three components. You need all three of these to start a fire and to keep it going. You need oxygen, heat, and a fuel. And this is depicted in the fire triangle to the right. Fire extinguishers will remove one or more of the components, thereby eliminating the fire source. The classes of fire indicated on the slide here are trash, wood, paper. That would be wood, paper, cloth, etc. B, liquids and grease. This would be gasoline, oil, grease, or other solvents. C, electrical equipment, which would be computers, fax machine, other energized electrical equipment. Or D, combustible metals. This would be magnesium, sodium, potassium, titanium, or other flammable metals. Class K fires are recently recognized by NFPA 10, and these are fires involving combustible oils, lards, and fats in commercial cooking. The anatomy of the fire extinguisher is depicted on the slide here, where at the very top you have the discharge lever. Underneath that you have the locking pin and seal. This is the discharge hose, the discharge nozzle, and the discharge orifice under here. Here you have a pressure gauge, you have a carrying handle here, you have a data plate, and the fire extinguishers at Phoenix Domus will have a tag on that data plate, and then you have the cylinder body of the fire extinguisher. Type A fire extinguishers are made to extinguish trash, wood, paper fires. They have 2.5 gallons of water. They will discharge up to 1 minute. Has a pressure gauge to allow visual capacity check, and the maximum effective range to be putting it out away from the fire would be 30 to 40 feet. They can be started and stopped as needed. In other words, you don't have to extinguish the fire extinguisher completely. You can stop it and start it again. And it extinguishes by cooling burning material below the ignition point. Type A fire extinguishers are not effective for liquids, grease, or electrical fires. Type B fire extinguishers are for liquids and grease. They will discharge 2.5 to 100 pounds of CO2 in 8 to 30 seconds discharge time. They have no pressure gauge, and the capacity is verified by weight instead. These have a maximum 3 to 8 foot effective range, and this type of fire extinguisher extinguishes by smothering burning materials. Its effectiveness decreases as temperature of burning material increases. This would be a multi-purpose fire extinguisher. It would be a rating ABC fire extinguisher. This fire extinguisher is the type of fire extinguishers located at the Phoenix Domus halfway house for men. We have 2 fire extinguishers on each level. On the upper level, we have one near the washer and dryer toward the front entrance, and we have one in the kitchen toward the exit door in the kitchen. We also have 2 on the lower level. One is in the common area, and another one is located near the kitchen, close to the front door in the lower level. These types of fire extinguishers are good for type A fires, type B fires, and type C fires. They have a 2.5 to 20 pound dry chemical, which is an ammonium phosphate, and this will discharge in 8 to 25 seconds time. Has a pressure gauge to allow visual capacity check. The maximum effective range for this ABC type fire extinguisher is 5 to 20 feet, and this fire extinguisher will extinguish by smothering burning materials. This is a chart of a fire extinguisher summary by type, where you have the pressurized water type, which works by cooling, and it's effective against wood and paper. You have the carbon dioxide type, which works by smothering, which would be good for grease, chemical, or electrical fires. You have the multi-purpose dry chemical, which is works by smothering, and that is good for all 3 types of fires: wood, paper, grease, or electrical. A standard fire emergency response follows the RACE acronym. RACE stands for Rescue, Alarm, Contain, and Extinguish. When fighting a fire with the fire extinguisher, as indicated in the picture to the right, you first pull the pin. You aim low at the base flames, squeeze the handle, and sweep side to side. So you follow the PASS acronym, which again, pull the pin, aim low at the base of the flames, squeeze the handle and keep it squeezed, and sweep side to side with the fire extinguisher hose, not up and down or in circular motion. Always side to side at the base of the flames. Firefighter decision criteria. Know the department emergency procedures and evacuation routes. There are 3 evacuation routes located in the Phoenix Domus Men's Halfway House. One is located at the front door on the upper level. Another one is located at the back door in the common area on the upper level, and another one is located in the kitchen on the upper level. All exits are marked with the exit sign, and all 3 on the upper level can be used for emergency evacuation routes. On the lower level, we have one door on the front toward the kitchen, and we have one door on the side which leads out to the side patio smoking area. Those are both recognized emergency evacuation routes and are marked with exit signs above the door. Know the locations of the fire extinguishers in your area and how to use them. Always sound the alarm, regardless of the size of the fire. You do that by finding a manual pull fire alarm, and there are 2 located on the upper level and 2 located on the lower level. Find the manual pull fire alarm closest to you, pull the fire alarm to activate the alarm. Avoid smoky conditions. So if you need to put out a fire and it's really smoky and you don't feel like you can do that safely without inhaling smoke, don't do it. Ensure the area is evacuated, and don't attempt to fight the fire unless the alarm is sounded, the fire is small and contained, you have safe egress route, which means if you have to get out of there quickly, you don't have to go through smoke or fire to do so. Make sure that there are available fire extinguishers, that you don't have to go through smoke, go through flames to get to the fire extinguishers. And as I mentioned, all fire extinguishers at the Phoenix Domus Men's Halfway House are type A, B, C, and effective for all those types of fires mentioned previously. Last point, and most important, is don't attempt to fight the fire unless you are trained to do so. In summary, the combustion process, the fire triangle, the elements that you need to have a fire and to keep it going. We reviewed the types of fires, the A, B, C, D, and K fires. We reviewed the types of portable fire extinguishers, type A, type B, type C, and type A, B, and C. We reviewed operating procedures, capabilities and limitations, and basic firefighting concepts, the race and pass. Thank you for watching this training video. Please complete the 5-question quiz associated with this training video.